Good morning, children. This lesson is for class 7 for the subject of biology, chapter number 1, plant and animal tissues of your textbook, Concise Biology. It is being submitted to you on 19th April 2021. Students, you have already learned about the meristematic and simple permanent plant tissue in the earlier lessons. To continue further, today we are going to discuss complex permanent plant tissue. Complex permanent plant tissue is also known as vascular tissue or conducting tissue. It includes xylem and phloem. It consists of different types of living as well as dead cells, which work together as a unit to perform a common function. Let us take xylem tissue first. Xylem tissue consists of tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers, and xylem parenchyma. I repeat, xylem tissue consists of tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers, and xylem parenchyma. Xylem is a vascular and a mechanical tissue. It is responsible for conduction of water and minerals from roots to the top of the plant. Xylem is formed of thick-walled, tubular, and dead cells. These cells are placed end to end, one above the other, forming vessels. Whereas tracheids are non-living, elongated cells with tapering ends. The wall is highly thickened with lignin, except at certain spots, which are known as pits. Xylem parenchyma consists of living cells and they perform the function of storage. And xylem fibers, they provide mechanical support. Children, old xylem forms the wood. Now, the phloem tissue. Phloem is formed of living tubular cells which provide a passage for the downward and upward movement of the food manufactured in the leaves to various parts of the plant. The phloem consists of seed tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. So what phloem consists of? Number 1, seed tubes. Number 2, companion cells. Number 3, phloem parenchyma. And number 4, phloem fibers. Seed tubes are the main conducting elements in the phloem. These are elongated, cylindrical, thin-walled cells. The end wall of each sieve tube is perforated. Perforated means having fine pores, and these are called sieve plates. Companion cells are associated with the sieve tubes. These cells have dense cytoplasm and prominent nuclei. So you can say these are living cells. The companion cells help the sieve tubes in conduction of food material. The phloem parenchyma is concerned with storage of food, while the phloem fibers provide mechanical support. With this topic, we have completed the plant tissue. Now, in the next lesson, we are going to discuss different types of animal tissues. Before ending up today's lesson, let us recapitulate the plant tissue by answering the following questions. Question 1 is the tissue which conducts water and minerals upwards. Question 2, other name of complex permanent tissues in plants. Number 3, the two types of simple permanent tissues. Number 4, the four components of phloem. And number 5, the plant tissue whose cells divide continuously. And their answers are number 1, xylem. Number 2, vascular tissue. Number 3, protective and supportive tissues. Number 4, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers, and phloem parenchyma. And last is meristematic tissue. Children, to study the conduction of water by xylem, perform a simple experiment at home. For that, take a twig with white flowers. Leave it overnight in water into which red ink has been added. The next day, you will observe that the white flowers have turned pinkish. This is because ink has been absorbed and transported upwards. On cutting a section of twig, you will see that the tissue in the center has turned red. This tissue is xylem. Hence, it is proved that xylem conducts water. Thank you, children.